WrestleLost, can you believe it? King Bad God. Oh!
I see that, JR. It's triggered. It's Johnny. It's Drew. Can you believe it?
It's going to be a slobber knocker.
As they say, anything can happen on WrestleLost.
Welcome to WrestleLost Falls.
Yes, it's the here. It's the WrestleLost Derbycast.
The sniper.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to WrestleLost. This is Johnny the Brain. I'm joined here, as always, by Freddie, aka Triggered, and also Drew, aka the Sniper. This is going to be a different podcast today. Trigger's not feeling that well. He doesn't have much of a voice, so I'll be taking over the hosting duties today, and he's still going to participate, but Drew's going to be reading out his comments as we go along. And he does have something to present at the end, so we'll see how his voice is by then. But we'll go ahead and start off with a little bit of news before we get to our moments. Last week, December 4th, AEW fired someone that wasn't CM Punk. Which I say that because CM Punk was the only person they've ever fired. But it was the head of post production. His name was Kevin Sullivan, not that one, and he was over putting the shows together, the tape shows like Rampage and Battle of the Belts, all that. So he wasn't fired by Tony Khan. It was someone else who used to work with WWE at one time. But he wasn't given much reason other than AEW is going in a different direction. What that is, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. The following day, on December 5th, WWE announced that after many years, they're getting out of the home video market. They're no longer going to produce home videos. The sales have been going down the last few years. The last DVD release will be Survivor Series 2023. And hey, what a way to go out! And your last DVD, the last moment is going to be CM Punk coming out after 10 years. So that's just one of a few changes that TKO is going to be making in the coming year. As far as the merger goes, another thing they're planning is less house shows, because house shows are becoming less profitable. Even though that's where the wrestlers they get to perfect their craft and they get to wrestle. They don't have to worry about production or commercials or TV time. They just go out there and have a good time and wrestle. Like for example, Omos hasn't wrestled on WWE TV since SummerSlam, but he does wrestle most of the house shows. And the house shows, that's where a lot of they try out a lot of gimmicks and feuds to see how they're going to play out on TV. The People's Elbow started out as a move that The Rock was doing on the house show circuit because it amused the other wrestlers, but it took off, so he started using that on TV. Now, last week I mentioned that Bryan Danielson was one of the ones who saw the termination of CM Punk from AEW. It's come out that he's AEW is starting to finding their wrestlers for things that they say on social media. I guess negative things or towards the company or whatever the case may be. I think they find maybe 2 people already, and that the person dealing out these fines is Brian Danielson. Another wrestler that we didn't discuss last week that left to AEW was QT Marshall. His contract is coming up here at the end of the year, so he has resigned his position with the company. He's looking for other opportunities, mainly because he wants to wrestle more. He wants to be more in ring than backstage, and which is ironic because I've heard that WWE do want to hire him, but mainly as a coach. So we'll see if he ends up going to WWE. And we're getting close to the holidays, so there really hasn't been a lot of news other than CM Punk. So I'm going to go ahead and pass on to Drew before we talk about WWE. Get your thoughts on Deadline, because I know we had that on Saturday night.
That's my moment of the week is Deadline.
Okay, well you can start out with that.
But did you know? I know do you watch college football at all?
No,
Okay.
I'm not a fan.
Did y'all know the Big 12 championship game was sponsored by WWE this year?
I know, because they showed it on SmackDown every week for like a month.
There were 6 people there from wrestling, and the Undertaker had a WWE style belt with the Big 12 on it, and had Longhorns on one side, the Oklahoma State Cowboys on the other, and they gave that to the MVP. The 6 people that were there were Samantha, Michelle McCool, Undertaker, Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, and Jade Cargill.
Okay.
And they got to watch the game for free, and they were all on the stage during the trophy presentation, all that. And Triggered has said it's been reported that Seth Rollins' deal is up in July next year. So,
yeah, 2024 is going to be a big year for contract.
Yes, it is.
Contracts coming up. I know Drew's is going to come up. Sheamus is not that Drew. Not him. Drew is going to come up. Drew
I have a
McIntyre.
contract. I wish I had a contract.
Yeah, I wish I did. No, Drew McIntyre. Who else? Well, I know MJF is coming up, but come on, we all know he's already resigned.
Evidently, I'm fired.
But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where wrestlers end up by the end of 2024.
It could be a big mix-up or shake-up. Or mix-up. They're all.
We not only in the wrestler, but also in the TV rights, as we said that next October is when SmackDown goes to USA and NXT goes to CW. We still don't know where Raw is going to. So hopefully next month we'll find that out.
I just thought the USA would keep it all.
Well, not if they want to try and land the NBA.
Oh, is that what they're trying for?
Yeah, they're trying to, because the NBA rights are also coming up. So NBC Universal is trying to get the NBA, and if they do, that leaves Warner Brothers Discovery with some money. And I've heard that maybe Raw might end up on one of their networks.
Be on the same channel as AEW.
Yeah.
Well, let's put SmackDown and Rampage on the same channel. That way, we ain't got to change channels after.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. So back to wait.
Triggered said, "Imagine the world with Tyler Black and Rebecca Quinn in AEW."
Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah, I could see that. I could also see Drew Galloway.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's so many names I can't even think of who else is coming up. I mean, all I know is I'm pretty sure MJF has already re-signed with AEW.
Now, if he went to WWE, would he keep that name?
I think they would let him. I mean, they're his initials. So, and I could even see them letting him use that music.
Well, I know AJ Styles kept his name when he came over.
Yeah, and so did Shinsuke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Triggered said he would definitely take the same name with him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll make it to your moment. We'll talk about NXT Deadline because I did hear CM Punk was there as well.
He opened the show, yes.
So okay, so you know what? I'm going to start out. I'm going to talk about CM Punk because CM Punk cut his second promo Friday night on SmackDown.
And he talked about everybody.
Yes, this one was a lot better than the one he cut on Raw. I'm glad they let him kick off the second hour instead of ending the show. That way they didn't run out of time. He pointed that out at the beginning. Yeah, but yeah, he brought everyone up. He talked about Cody Rhodes first, and then he brought up Kevin Owens. He said, "I can't see how anyone can get along with someone who punches people backstage."
That was the line of the night.
Yes, referring to Brawl Out. And then when he talked about Seth Rollins, he didn't think Seth would be a good opponent because Seth he's not
the man of his own family.
He's not the man of the house in his household.
And he goes, "Yeah, keep singing the song because that's he got."
Yeah, that's all he has.
Triggered. That line right there got me. I don't know who would feel comfortable working with someone who just randomly punches people in the face backstage.
Yeah.
It's 2023. You just can't do that.
Yeah, you know he did.
Right.
And he had talked about Roman Reigns, about how
he never shows up.
Yeah, he never shows up, and there's more Samoans for him to fight on SmackDown than there is on Raw. So yeah, it was a great promo, and I don't know what he said on at NXT. I know Drew will tell us. He's actually going to be on Raw again tonight, and tonight we're going to find out is he going to be on Raw or SmackDown. We'll see who's going to sign him. So, all right. For a second. Okay. I'll go ahead and give Triggered some time to type out his moment, and so I'll let you go next. Andrew.
Yeah, basically he just came out and he made up with Shawn Michaels and all this other stuff. But basically just apologized. He didn't really apologize. It was funny. He said a lot of the kids in the back were coming up to him saying, "Hey, I grew up watching you wrestle. I want to take a selfie." And then CM Punk pulled out his phone and goes, "Hey, Sean, I grew up watching you wrestle. Let's take a selfie together." And Triggered said that interaction with Shawn Michaels and CM Punk was great. Yeah.
I'll have to go back and watch.
Yeah, it's only like 5-10 minutes. But the best, I don't know if we've ever talked about this on here, but the Iron Survivor Challenge matches, they're awfully unique. Basically, you have 5 people in the match. 2 people start, then every 5 minutes someone else comes out.
Okay.
And it's a total of 25-minute match.
Oh yeah, I think I saw it last year. Yeah.
And they got a pin, and you collect pinfalls. And if you pin somebody, you get a fall. But if you get pinned, you go in the penalty box for a minute and a half, 90 seconds. So if you pin 4 people real quick, all of them are in the penalty box. You're just standing in the ring by yourself.
Yeah.
Which almost happened a couple of times. And the winner gets the number 1 contender for the title, men's and women's, because they had both matches.
Right.
It was pretty entertaining. Claire Davenport won the women's match. And Trick Williams won the men's match. And he was the last guy to get a pinfall, but he got like 4 pinfalls in like 2 minutes to win the match at the very end. Yeah, that was entertaining. You had Trick Williams, Dijak, Briggs, Braun Breaker, and Tyler Bate. And then you also had on there the North American Championship. We have a new North American champion. What else was on there?
Is it
Oh,
Dragon Lee?
yes, Dragon Lee. And then you had Corbin versus Dragunov for the NXT title. Dragunov retained. And then you had a cage match between Kiana James and Roxanne Perez. Kiana James won that one.
So she's a women's champion.
Do what?
Is Kiana James the women's champion?
No, it's what's her name? Valkyrie. Lyra Valkyrie. She's the one.
Yeah. Okay.
She took it from Becky. She's the one who took it from Becky.
Right.
But she didn't defend it on here. But
Oh, okay. All right. Triggered. What's your moment?
okay, DIY beating Imperium was a bit shocking to me. But I love that they're fully gaining traction on the main roster because they didn't have the smoothest of introductions.
Yeah.
And on a side note, Braun Breaker coming in beast style during the Iron Survivor and getting lots of consecutive pins. He had like 3 pins in 40 seconds. He just jumped in the ring, speared somebody, speared the next guy, speared the next guy.
Well, yeah, that Imperium DIY match was pretty good. They're still teasing Imperium breaking up, but yeah, I'm glad to see that Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa getting a push because they spent so many years in NXT, and then they brought them in 2018 when they were panicking that the ratings were down. It's funny though because they brought them in as DIY while on NXT they were feuding.
You're right.
It's like 2 different worlds.
Trigger goes B Spears. I liked it.
Yeah.
Evidently, he liked Braun Breaker Spears. And I'm guessing Braun Breaker might be that NXT superstar that they haven't announced for the U.S. title.
I'm thinking that too.
That's because I think it's time for him to come up. He's done everything down there.
Yeah. We had 2 matches for that on SmackDown. Even though Dragon Lee's the new North American champion, he did lose again to Santos. So Santos moved on, which I can see that now making sense since Dragon Lee now has a title. Also, the other match. What was the other match? I forget.
Bobby Lashley beating
right.
Karrion Kross.
Yes, Bobby Lashley. Because it was their tribute to the Truth show, and it was funny. That's the first time they've ever had that the tribute to the Truth wasn't its own show. They actually did it during SmackDown, and Bobby was in the Army, so I could see why they would have him win.
Yeah,
be a shame if they had him lose. I mean, even though Karrion Kross can't get a win,
I can't get a win. He was so dominant in NXT. He comes up here, can't get a win.
Did you hear the play-by-play guy for the Army Navy game saying the last time I saw Karrion Kross, he lost to AJ Styles back in August.
Yeah, pretty much. And they changed up his entrance too. It's it's kind of the same, but she doesn't sing like she normally does. And it doesn't get all dark and everything. They do it with all the lights on. Like, this isn't the same, dude.
Yeah, I want to see him doing something else, or at least getting more of a push.
Yes, he needs one.
Yeah. All right, now moving on to AEW. If we're done with WWE,
yeah, I'm gonna preface this saying,
okay,
I didn't get to watch Dynamite because I was out.
Okay.
I didn't watch Collision because I was watching Deadlines. I recorded, but I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, okay.
So all I got to watch this week is Rampage.
Okay, that's fine. My moment, it's not a particular moment, but I just have to again talk about the great job they're doing with the Continental Classic. It's haven't had any like 5-star matches yet, but it's good storyline. Swerve and Moxley they won again on Wednesday. They're going to be face to face this week on Dynamite. Winter's coming.
That's going to be good.
Yeah, they're both at 9 points, and I have a feeling they're going to go to a draw. Because if they go to a draw, then they'll each be at 10 points, and they'll be tied. But also, mathematically, Mark Briscoe and Jay Lethal were eliminated. They still can't pick up a win yet. The more exciting field to me is the blue league on Collision. You had Brian Danielson actually had 2 matches this week on Rampage and Collision, which is funny because Collision was actually taped before Rampage. They taped Collision on Tuesday and Rampage on Wednesday after Dynamite. But he fought. Well, I'll let you. You might want to talk about the Rampage match. But
you can talk about it. Go ahead.
Well, Collision, he fought Daniel Garcia, and he made him pass out in the label lock. And then on the Collision, he fought Andrade, and he again won there. But there was an injury angle, which is only going to help his costs and continue. And I was telling Freddie, because this Saturday we're going to Collision here in Garland, and I told Freddie I have a feeling that this is going to be the week when Bryan Danielson faces Brody King, because we're heading down the home stretch of the tournament, because they each had 5 matches. Also, saw the 3rd meeting this year between Eddie Kingston and Claudio Castagnoli, and of course they don't disappoint. They went down almost to the wire. They made it down to 3 minutes. I know Claudio,
Claudio.
Claudio, damn it. He, uh, he put some pretty big moves on Kingston, but Kingston continually kicked out. And finally,
Triggered's asking who's Cesaro.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, in the end, Kingston got the win, and he got his first 3 points of the tournament. So he's not out yet. He's looking to fight back here. So we'll see how it goes this week. It's getting good. So now we can go. I'll go ahead and go to your moment for AEW, which I guess would probably be for Rampage.
Yeah. It had one of my favorite. I'm not sure if he's ROH or if he's AEW, but who here? Angelico.
He's more ROH, but
Yeah,
at this point, I mean they're signed.
they're the same thing.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, he fought Orange Cassidy for the Intercontinental, not in international. National. I knew it was inter something. International title, and he has some very innovative moves. He's very underrated. He like his I don't even know what he called it. It was like a figure 4, but it wasn't. It was on the front or something. His leg locker holder, whatever it was.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting and pretty cool to watch. Orange Cassidy ended up retaining, but I got to see Angelico, which is like I said, I think he's very underrated. They could use him more.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, he's more on ROH. So unless you have Honor Club, you don't get to see him that much. I know this Friday is final battle, and I couldn't tell you who's wrestling on there.
I know there's a Blackpool Combat Club.
Yes.
Versus FTR and Jay Briscoe.
Okay, yeah,
and that's
Mark Briscoe.
Mark, it's a tribute to Jay.
Oh right, yeah, I did hear about that. Yes,
that's the only match I know that's on there because I saw it in the commercial. But that sounds cool.
Yeah, because it's been a year since they had that dog collar match.
Yeah,
a few weeks before he passed away. So, yeah. I'll have to see what other matches there are, but it'll be a good show. Then you got Winners Coming is going to be in Arlington on Wednesday on the campus of UTA, and then Final Battle and Collision are going to be the same place in Garland. So they're going to
one's going to be Friday night, one's going to be Saturday.
Yeah, and that's the one we're going to. All right. Trigger, what was your moment for AEW?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to say real quick. I'm going to put something in the chat, but you'll see why I'm talking right now. I just want to say real quick, I'm happy that Abaddon got a quick win over Trish Adora.
Yeah.
It's leaning towards something with Julia Hart.
You're right.
We don't know exactly where it's going, but I was very happy to see that. And
I saw that.
I'm about to put my other part in the chat.
You think she could join the House Black?
I wouldn't mind it.
I don't know. Julia came out, laid the title at her feet. She grabbed the title, looking at it. All of a sudden, lights go out again. Julia's gone, title's gone. Abaddon goes crazy, like, where's she at? Where's she at? Okay. Evidently, me and Triggered are sharing a moment. His moment is Orange Cassidy versus Angelico. Because a very long time ago, I said Angelico needs to get a good push because I think he's a very energetic person, and his moveset just flows so well that I hope this is the start of something good for him.
Yeah, hopefully.
And I like his look. He's the tall, lanky look. He's not the big, muscular. He's not the prototypical wrestler.
Yeah. Right.
He's tall and skinny and like he doesn't even look like a wrestler if you saw him on the streets. He doesn't have that wrestling build that most people think of when they think of wrestler.
Yeah.
He stands out. Whenever like his entrance and just the way he carries himself to the ring.
And I like his his cockiness and the way he walks and everything. That's pretty cool.
It's very like Jeff Hardy-esque, and that's what I like about it.
Yeah. All right. So before we go on to Stump the Brain, you had something you wanted to show us?
I'd muted myself again. So I'm trying to pull up what it was because I took a screenshot of it. I didn't think we were going to lead into it so quick.
Oh.
So I wasn't that prepared. So there's two things, actually. And I'm not going to be able to yell as much on this first one because I don't want to aggravate my voice anymore.
Yeah.
But pop stuff on Twitter or X. Okay. Fuck it. That's what it's called now. So whatever. Shared that, unfortunately, Forbes named Bad Bunny the new king of pop in their new magazine cover. This title was previously held by Michael Jackson. How fucking dare you?
Well, really? Even though, have you seen who the Time Person of the Year is?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor. Why would Forbes go against Time? Oh.
At least, well, fuck it. I don't admit this that much, but I don't know, man.
You would think they would put Taylor on the cover of Forbes since she's a newly minted billionaire.
Billionaire, yeah.
I don't even know what his like money status is like. I don't care to look for it. So I thought that was pretty aggravating. And I know what I said. Like my music, Drew's looking it up. I see him on his phone. He's about to piss me off even more. But so when I said my moment was related from WWE or pro wrestling and the music world, like they were linked. This one is linked up in a weird way. My next one, but what is it, Drew?
He's only worth $40 million.
Oh,
fuck you!
Exactly. Taylor's worth over $1 billion,
shit, bro. You telling me you're now? Correct me if I'm wrong, but if I remember correctly, a Grammy award-winning artist, and you're only worth $40 million? Fuck you! You're nobody.
Exactly.
You don't matter yet, bro. And I hope you never matter in the way that people make you matter. Okay, so for this next moment of mine, it's a new artist that I found, and I know I'm mostly into like the metal music scene, like alternative rock and that sort of thing, but I can't help but like other artists. And I found a new one. She's a Hispanic rapper, and I found her off TikTok. And I just really enjoyed what I saw from there. So one day at work, I just hit her music list, and I just went going song by song. And there is one pro wrestling reference in her song, in one of her songs, and it aggravated me. Now the lyrics are in Spanish, so Andrew is not gonna understand. But I'm gonna read them out anyway, and at the end, he will understand. So the artist name is Young Miko. The song is called Kilimanjaro, and here are the lyrics. Hey yo, Mauro, Martino, deja caer. Toda la noche yo estuve bebiendo, me levanté con Paulina, otra vez se llama Cristina, creo que es de Carolina. Que se joda, yo sigo bebiendo. El katsu parece neblina. Ya no los veo, John Cena. Those are the fucking lyrics. And as soon as I heard it, I was like, I hate that I'm going to have to bring this up, but I'm going to have to bring this up. And that's where I'm going to leave it because I can already feel my voice getting raspier between Bad Bunny and John Cena being brought up again. So that is it for me, guys.
You did it that time.
Huh?
You did it that time.
Yeah, I did it I inadvertently did it to myself that time. But all right, I'm gonna leave the rest up to y'all and
All right.
click in if I need to say anything.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, this was actually a fairly quick show today. There wasn't much to talk about other than CM Punk and the Continental Classic and Deadline. So, Drew, you have a question?
Sure. Let's see.
It is time to stump the brain.
Who's the only person to win the AEW Tag, Trios, and Heavyweight title? Should be an easy one.
Well, yeah, considering there's only been like 5 AEW champions.
Do what? Oh, there's been 6.
Okay, 6.
There's been 6 heavyweight champions. So it's one of those 6 guys.
Kenny Omega.
Yeah. I figured it. I knew that would be easy.
Wait. Yeah, that was a little easier.
I got some hard ones coming up, I hope.
Okay. Yeah, we're heading into Rumble season, so yeah, we'll see about that.
Hmm.
All right,
real quick.
Yeah.
For those of you that play Fortnite, if y'all are interested, Becky Lynch is now a playable character. So
nice.
Just had to throw that in there.
I did see there's so something else non-wrestling related since you brought up Fortnite I want to bring up, which is something stupid I saw on TikTok that they came out with a Lego Fortnite, and within a day, and Lego you build things, so they you build things in Fortnite. Within a day, somebody built the World Trade Center, the Twin Towers, and had them blown up. I saw a lot of people complaining about that.
Okay. Way to get me back in here with a cough. But that's why they, after the 9/11 attacks, they altered Flight Simulator, and they took the Twin Towers out.
Yeah.
You could still see them from far away, but once you got close to them, it like crashed the game.
Oh,
I shouldn't have used that word, but that's the term that's always been used. So sorry. That's why they did it, was so people wouldn't play that scenario out.
Yeah. Because they would have. I mean, to be honest, I probably would have.
That's fucked up.
Not in real life.
Yeah, but and since we're talking games, I can't remember if we brought this up or not. We probably haven't. But come on, Rockstar. 2025, bro.
No shit.
Not only that, it's gonna be only on fucking PlayStation.
What?
Yeah, it's only gonna be on PlayStation 5. It's because they got the rights, so it's not gonna be on other consoles.
So I got a year to upgrade my PlayStation 4.
Oh
Is it gonna be on it has to be on PC?
no,
No?
no PC, no Xbox.
I got a year.
That's for right now.
I gotta buy a
also-
PS5.
Also in 2026, they're coming out with a PS5 Pro console, and that game is going to be bundled with it.
Well, the only thing I could say on that is maybe the original PS5 will drop down in price.
Yeah,
They're going to have a Pro version of it. So we will see.
yeah. Maybe Drew can buy a PS5.
Maybe I can buy a PS5.
Yeah. And I might have to as well if the game's only going to be on PS5.
Right.
I'm going to
La-
look into
la-
that shit.
Last Christmas, I just got my Series X. So looks like next Christmas, I'll have to get a PS5.
Yeah, I just got my Series X last year too.
You hear that, wifey? He needs a PS5.
She couldn't hear you. But she looked at me when I said that.
Someone's sleeping on the couch tonight.
All right. Before we head out, a little. I guess I'll call them programming notes of how things are going to go the rest of the year. Like I said, this weekend, Saturday, we're going to Collision, so we're not going to be on at a regular time. But Sunday night at 7, I plan to have a showing because the following weekend we're also going to go see the Iron Claw, the Von Erichs movie. So this Sunday night I'm gonna stream this DVDs. My mic. It's the Triumph and Tragedy of World Class Championship Wrestling. So we'll be playing that. It's about a 2-hour documentary.
It's also available on Peacock.
It's on Peacock, but I'm going to play it through the DVD. So hopefully, maybe it doesn't get taken down.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And as the show is going, I'll be adding comments here or there about stuff that went on back then. If y'all have any questions, type them in the chat and we'll answer them. So that's next Sunday night. Following weekend, like I said, we're going to go see Iron Claw on Saturday. And then it's Christmas Eve on Sunday. So I don't know if these guys they want to get together on Christmas Day. I don't know what their plans are. We'll see. Then the last weekend of the year on Saturday the 30th, that's going to be our AEW World's End watch along that night. So that'll be our last watch along of the year, and hopefully we'll be able to also give a spoiler free review of Iron Claw, and that'll end out 2023. And then the following weekend, the first weekend of the year, we'll come at you with our moments of the year for this year. We'll wrap up the year and see what our favorite moments were, because there was a lot of stuff that happened this year, like as in every year.
I just hope my voice is going to be ready for Saturday.
Yeah,
But
yes,
nothing is going to stop me.
yeah.
But you'll lose it Saturday night and you'll be like this again Sunday.
Oh, I'm fully prepared to lose it again.
Yeah, but it's different when you lose her from screaming as opposed to if you have a cold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
By the way, Drew, you have a cricket in your house.
Okay, probably.
I keep hearing a cricket. Or I don't know, it might be in Freddy's.
I've been muted a lot, so I
Oh,
don't
right.
know if it's on mine.
So it's Drew then.
I don't hear it.
Okay. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up now. Again, have any questions or comments, you can email us wrestleloss@gmail.com. Come and give us a subscribe on YouTube. Give us a follow and a subscribe on Twitch. We're also on Facebook, all at WrestleLots. And follow us on our TikTok page at WrestleLostPod. Go check out our videos there. We have our reaction to CM Punk at Survivor Series, as well as lots of other videos. Hopefully, we'll be able to get some content from Collision to put on there too. So look forward to that. Any final words? If not, then we'll see y'all next week.
Check you later.